Are we on? Are we on? Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to week 7 and 8 of my weekly weigh-in series. If you're new around here, please don't forget to hit subscribe and like this video if you enjoyed. And yeah, let's get into it. Okay, so as you guys know, I've been documenting my weight loss journey for, well, 7 to 8 weeks now. I've been posting things like what I've been eating, what exercise I've been doing, and that kind of thing on my channel. So yeah, as you guys know, I do this series every Sunday. I film it on a Saturday, I upload it on a Sunday, and it's just to sort of check in and say, you know, how the week got on, if I've lost weight, if I've gained weight, if I've maintained, the kind of food that I've enjoyed, the kind of things that I've been up to. But I'm also doing a couple of other different types of videos actually. I'm doing haul videos this week. I've had loads of different orders come through. I filmed one earlier today, which I'm really excited about. And I've got a couple of lifestyle-y ones that I'm going to be uploading soon. So yeah, if you like the idea of that, make sure you stick around. Okay, so I have some explaining to do. There was meant to be a video up last Sunday for week 7 of the weekly weigh-in series. Unfortunately, things did not go to plan. Week 7 was not a good week in terms of food and in terms of general life. I had a really tough week last week. There was quite a lot of things, like different things that happened with our cat, different things outside of that. It was just a combination of different things that just kind of made last week not great, to be honest. As a result, I didn't weigh myself on Saturday. I started the week really well, and I'll go into that in a second. But as the week kind of unraveled, I kind of started to spiral. So yeah, let me explain. Okay, so as I said, I started really well. We started off Saturday by having like a fake away, like a burger and chips kind of meal. It was all calorie counted, it was great, I really enjoyed it. Some other things we had as well, we had some chicken pittas for dinner. We had a really lovely mini roast dinner that I made as well, where I seasoned all the chicken. It was lovely. We just had really nice meals. And then Wednesday we had an incident with our cat, which kind of just left me spiraling. I then ordered a Chinese from a Chinese takeaway on Wednesday. I think it was just because the amount of stress that we had, I just didn't want to cook, I didn't want to clean up either, and I just needed to have something nice. Yeah. And then truth be told, after that I literally just spiraled. I wouldn't say I was being like to the extreme. Yeah, I wouldn't say I was being to the extreme. I was being very overindulgent, more overindulgent than I should have been. I think I was just emotional, and when I'm emotional I really turn to food. It's like my coping mechanism. I'm such an emotional eater. So yeah, truth be told, I'd eaten not very good things. I wasn't even photographing things because I'd kind of just had it with the week already. And yeah, when I weighed myself, I think I weighed myself on the Thursday. I'd put on £2, which I was so disappointed about because I was so close to my stone. I was so close to my stone. Unfortunately that didn't happen, and I kind of felt like every time I get so close I push myself further away, and I just felt so disappointed in myself. So then Saturday morning come around, and obviously usually I'm really excited to get up and step on the scales and see what the result is. But I laid in bed and I just thought, do you know what? I really don't need another thing to add to my stress at the moment. I was kind of at full capacity and I knew I was, so I decided to go straight down for breakfast and not go and weigh myself. And I mean, at the time I feel like it was the best thing to do, because you know yourself when you've kind of hit a point where worrying about your weight on top of any other worries that you've got is just not, it doesn't seem that important in the grand scheme of things. So I just didn't want to add to the load. I just wasn't in a position where, if I'm honest, I really cared. I'd had a really horrible week. So yeah, that's basically what happened. I just decided I just decided I wasn't gonna weigh myself, which I am disappointed about. I wish I would have uploaded a video. I really want to prize myself on this channel being really consistent, but equally I know that I wasn't in the right frame of mind to film a video. I wasn't very happy, and I don't want videos like that on my channel. I want to be completely honest, which is why I'm going to obviously share exactly what happened, but at the same time, yeah, it just wasn't the time. So yeah, that happened. Okay, right, so moving forward, it's not a negative video. It had negative parts, but we're now moving on to the good bit. Over the weekend, I had a very good friend of ours. I had a very good friend. One of our very good friends actually spent quite a lot of time having a conversation with me, writing down the kind of things that I want to achieve, not just things that are related to a number on the scale, but achievements in everything else around that in terms of my fitness. Well, obviously the week before this week was awful, and probably if I would have done some exercise, the endorphins would have done me a world of good, but I didn't. So yeah, we sat down and we had a really long conversation about what I was able to do, what I felt like I could push myself towards, what I'd done before. It was like a really good consultation on exactly where I am right now, and it actually wasn't even weight related, it was more fitness related. And I really felt after the week that I had that I really needed something to let off some steam. I really need something to like focus on, to get my head back in the game again, and he completely did that for me. I could cry, I don't even know why I could cry, but this week compared to last week couldn't be like further ends of the scale. So getting on to a difficult bit. Right, so as I said, over the weekend he actually built me a tailored fitness plan, which was my introduction into anything exercise related. Obviously I've done running before in the past, I've never consistently really done it, and also I use my trampoline quite a lot and I go for walks, so that was kind of as far as my exercise went. He sat down and he wrote me the best plan. Honestly, I've never had anyone spend so much time, I mean apart from like my family and brothers and stuff, but I've never had that tailored kind of thing where like all of the things that affect me and like all the things I can do were basically put into one place. So anyone who doesn't know, I've broken my elbow 3 times in the same place. I'm extremely clumsy. I've got a reputation in my family for being really clumsy. Yeah, this elbow here is extremely weak. I've double jointed, I've got 2 elbows, I've had numerous operations, I've got scars, I've got plates and pins and stuff in it. It's very weak, so I can't put a lot of weight on it. So doing exercise videos online, like HIIT workouts and stuff, I can't do them because it requires me putting all of my body weight onto a very weak elbow, which is not something that I'm ever going to be willing to do, especially not my weight anyway. And he considered absolutely everything, and it was, honestly, it was incredible. It was absolutely incredible. And it's a 3-week plan. I've got through week 1. Next week obviously gets a little bit harder, but it's great, and I can't even tell you what it's done for my mental well-being, like having something to focus on every day. He holds me to account every day. He makes sure that I've done everything I was meant to do. Everything is like super basic for me at the moment, which is where I am in terms of like my fitness and like my body and stuff. It's basic, but it's still really challenging for me. So yeah, the plan has been incredible. I'm so grateful to our friend for doing this for me, and I honestly will I'll never forget it. Like, I've never had like a personal trainer or anything like that. I don't even really know a lot about these kind of things, but he's been amazing, so I'm extremely grateful. So yeah, so the kind of things that I've done this week, I've done things like, sorry, just referring to my notes, I've done things like squats, star jumps, hill flicks, I've done speedy walks, I've done runs, I've done normal walks, and I've tried to hit 10,000 steps a day, as well as all of this stuff. And one of the exercises that were done on Thursday were mountain climbers. And mountain climbers are really hard. They're really, really hard to do. Yeah, that was a challenge. I think that was meant to take me like maybe 10-15 minutes, and it ended up taking me like half hour because I had to keep taking breaks. But I did it. I finished what I was meant to do. I felt amazing after that I'd achieved it. But yeah, the plan is incredible, and it's like specially tailored for me and what I can do and what I can't do. And yeah, I think that it's... Do you know what as well? Having this conversation with him massively helped me, because I determine so much of my happiness on the number that I see on the scale, which, you know, is part of the weight loss process. But he gave me an idea which I'd never even thought of actually. He told me that I should give myself a fitness related goal for like a year's time for me to work towards before the wedding. And I'd never, as I said, never considered this before. It wasn't even in my like thought process whatsoever. But we've decided, I can't believe I'm putting this out to the universe, but I'm going to do it. We've decided that I'm either going to run a half marathon or I'm going to run a marathon next year. I'm scared, but he believes in me. I believe in myself. And I'll get there at some point. At some point I'll get there. So... yeah, it's been a good week because of that. So I'm very, very grateful to him, everything that he's done, and I'm not gonna let him down, so yeah. Okay, so moving on to where I started on, where did I start? On Monday. Monday I weighed myself after not weighing myself for like 8 days. I laugh because if I don't laugh I'll cry. I was really upset about it. Probably deserved it. But I weighed myself and I'd put on £7. So as I said, I am the image of losing weight quick, gaining weight quick. Like if I can put on weight so easily, and when I put my mind to it I can drop it really easily as well. So yeah, it was one of those kind of situations. I was really, really disappointed. But at the same breath, I felt very, very positive because I was about to start a brand new week with my 3-week plan. So, yeah, I wasn't feeling, I wasn't disappointed. I was disappointed because I pushed myself further away from my stone than I wanted to be. But at the same time, I was really, really excited to start this new plan. Where I started on Monday morning was with a really, really good breakfast. I started off with peanut butter porridge, which I'll pop a picture on the screen for you. That was absolutely amazing. I really, really enjoyed that breakfast. Other things I had for breakfast were things like scrambled egg on English muffins that were toasted with reduced fat and salt ketchup. I also had jam on muffins, and I also had banana muffins, which I actually made myself. I have all of my my food posts on my Instagram, so I will leave that in the description below and probably on the screen as well. Some of the things I had for lunch, I had some really nice lunches as well this week. I had a Marks and Spencer soup, which is my favourite, as you'll know if you've been around here for a couple of weeks. Then I had mini cheese and ham crustless quiches. These were something I used to make when I was a member of Slimming World. So basically it's just egg, cheese, ham mixed up together, popped in the oven for like 15 minutes, and they are lovely. They're absolutely delicious, so they kept me really full as well. One day I had olives, fruit salad, and I had the Philadelphia light and herb sticks. I think they're about 80 calories or something, but they were quite nice. What I'm finding is I really, really like picky like lunches, especially if I'm still working and I can sort of like snack on stuff whilst I'm eating. Yeah, so that was really, really nice. And then I had another picky lunch actually, which seemed to be all orange, which was an orange club bar, some pepper, some hummus, and some Gray's lightly salted like crisps, so like pretzels and stuff. So yeah, all really low calorie, all super, super filling. And then moving over to dinner, I had steak, mash, veg and gravy one day, which was lovely. Again, if you know me, you know I love instant mash. Obviously I had to have that again this week. Another day I had chicken nuggets on boiled rice and a butter chicken sauce, which was a Sherwood sauce. I weighed it all out, and that kind of felt a bit naughty, but it wasn't naughty at all. It was really quite good for the calories for it. So yeah, really enjoyed that. Another day we made a chicken tortilla bowl. So I put barbecue chicken, lettuce, olives, filled it up with loads of salad. I put the tortilla inside a bowl, popped it in the oven for like 10 minutes to try and give it a bowl shape. Didn't quite go to plan, but the effort was still there. So that was really nice. And then another day we had a half of a margarita pizza each as well, which we put some oregano and some caramelized onions on. So yeah, really nice food, super filling, not high in calories at all. Every day I was sort of having between 14 and 1500 calories alongside the exercise that I was doing. And yeah, I feel absolutely incredible. I feel so good. Complete opposite to last week. I'm in a completely different space. Nothing stressed me out this week. I feel really good. Right, okay, sorry, we're back again. It's been about half hour. The battery died on my camera, so now I'm back. Right, so where we got to. So I started the week at 13 stone 2.5. As of this morning, I weighed 12 stone at 12.5, which is a loss of 4 pounds, which I'm so happy about. And going back to everything that I said earlier, I know it's not just about the number on the scale. I feel fitter, I feel better for doing all this exercise. I've loved the food that I've eaten. I feel in a better way in terms of my well-being. I just feel happy. I just feel so much happier, and I know it's not just the number on the scale, but in the same way, seeing the scale go down makes me happy. So yeah, I lost 4 pounds and I'm so grateful, and I'm not putting pressure on myself because I did this last week. I tried to get to my stone last week, and obviously maybe that would have happened if all the different things wouldn't have happened last week, but it didn't. So I'm just going to keep going. I'm just going to keep working really hard on week 2 of my plan. After this, actually, I've got to go and take off all of this makeup, and then I'm going to go and get in my running stuff, and I've got my running test. I've got a 2 kilometre run to do, which I'm actually really excited about because it's all cooled down now, and I've eaten my dinner. I filmed 2 videos, which I'm really happy with. And yeah, I mean, last week I never would have dreamt of going for a run on a Saturday night, but it's mad what a week could do. So yeah, thank you so much again. I do really apologise that there wasn't a video last week. I hope to not do that again. I hope that I just keep uploading every Sunday as normal. I am thinking about actually changing my weigh-in day to a Sunday because that falls in well with my my fitness plan. So yeah, I'm not sure if I'll do that next Sunday, maybe upload a little bit later later on during the day, but obviously I'll let you know on my Instagram. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching. I'm really sorry, I don't want to feel like I'm being like negative and disappointing anyone, because I put pressure on myself because obviously this is a channel that is documenting my weight loss, and if I'm not losing weight, I don't feel I feel embarrassed, but at the same time I know that I shouldn't feel embarrassed, but it's also admitting the fact that you failed at something again. And I just hope, I don't know, I just hope next week is a good week. I can't see how it couldn't be because I've got my plan in place and I feel really good, and I feel in a good headspace. But yeah, I just want this to be honest and transparent. And I want to be able to look back on this and say, yeah, they were the weeks that were really hard, and equally those are the weeks that you smashed it and you did really well. So yeah, I'm not just measuring it on how much weight I lose, I'm measuring it on the effort that I put into my workouts, how well I do them, the times that I'm doing things in. So yeah, I'm really excited. I hope you're enjoying this, but obviously I hope you're not like, what am I even saying? I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to subscribe and hit like down below. I'd really appreciate it. Take care, and I will see you for week 9. Let's do this. I hope you're really well and take care and bye bye.